I'd like to show you how simple it is to create your own stained glass pattern so you can make unique and custom designs which will increase your stained glass sales. It's a very simple process. All you need is paper, some pencils, some fine felt tip markers, or you can use a paint shop program that works with layers. You're going to need a scanner if you're working with a custom design that you've drawn, and you can import it into a paint program and then print it out for use. I'm going to actually do mine in a paint program. I have a digital image of a peony that we're going to work with, and you can see in the center of the peony that there are a lot of fine waxy stamen, and we're going to reduce the number of those, and we're also going to reduce the amount of leaf area in our design. The reason you want to do this is because with your stained glass, if you cut like an hourglass shape or a shape that comes to a sharp V, there's a chance that it'll break either while you're trying to cut it or while you're trying to solder it together. So that's one thing you want to take into consideration is your shapes. You also want to take into consideration where your lines join. I took and put this in a paint shop program and created a layer over top of it and traced over the design, and you can see that I left some of the detail out in the leaf area, and I also cut down the number of stamen. I made larger areas on the stamen instead of having so many tall, small, skinny ones. Another thing I'd like for you to notice is that in the areas where the lines meet, I tried to make sure that I don't have too many lines meeting in the same area. The reason you want to do this is if you have too many joins in one area, then you're going to have a big lump of solder. So you want to, if at all possible, the optimum is 120-degree angle. If not, then you can use T-shapes or you can use a plus shape. Just try to space out the areas that join together as much as possible. We're going to let balance, shape, texture, and color take up for the stamen area, and it won't be as cluttered and we won't have as many lumps in that area. Another thing to take into consideration is if you have a circle in your design, a circle area, you want to make sure that it's far enough from the top that it doesn't get cut off with the with either the leading or the foil when you put it on it and solder it. So it's good to make a line that extends down and join your circle that way far enough from the edge where it doesn't interfere with the other lines. Once you get your design traced out in your paint program or on your paper, if you trace it out on paper, you're going to want to scan it and then import it into a paint program. Put your margins to 0 when you go to print the piece out. It's probably going to cover several pages that you can then tape together to have your final pattern. This way your lines will go right to the edge of the paper and you won't have to overlap any of the paper. Then you can cut your pattern out and use it to make your design. I took the liberty of sort of painting one that the one that I drew to kind of show you what it will look like as a finished stained glass piece. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you use this in making your own patterns to increase your sales by making your own custom, unique designs that I think will sell a lot better. Thank you.